Hey everybody, welcome to Quiz. We are on week 7. Yes, hopefully you can hear me. Week 7, and it has been absolutely a pleasure of mine. We're having Sean Hamilton with us today, joining us from New Jersey, and he's going to come in and do round 2. He has prepared some questions for us, which we are looking forward to. As usual, tonight is a break away from all the madness that has overcome the world, and we can just take half an hour, 45 minutes to chill out and have a bit of fun. We have some people in already. Stephen, hello to you. Stephen Campbell. Robert, hello to you. Drop in, if you're not from Cushendun, drop into the comments just where you're listening from. It's nice to hear that. Maureen Hamilton Nelson, very welcome. Geraldine, hello to you. Heather McMaster again, and McBrides themselves is all here. So everybody is here and warmed up. We have a couple of general knowledge rounds. Sean is going to do an Irish American round as promised, and we have music and pictures then to finish up. Hey Stephen, how are you? So, with enough from me, let's launch into general knowledge. I hope you have your pens and papers ready. As usual, for anybody new that's joining us, actually, there's 10 questions in this round. I'm going to read out all of the questions and then I'll read out the answers after that, so you can mark it yourself and keep a note of your score. And you can jump over to mcbridescushendun.com whenever this is over and plug in your final score. Not obligatory, but it is good fun to see your scores come in each week. So round 1 is a general knowledge round. I'm just going to move over here. So here we go. Number 1. Which 3-letter word is the noun used to describe the young of a beaver? What 3-letter word is the young of a beaver? Don't forget, drop in your shout outs, comments in the box, and we can pop them up on screen for you. Happy birthday. Number 2. In which decade was the first Now That's What I Call Music album released? And there's a bonus point if you can give me the exact year. No, she's not there. I had a look out the window, no sign of Joanne, but that's not to say she'll not join in or climb up after a while. Number 3. Check out Guitar George, he knows all the chords. These are lyrics from which 70s rock song? Check out Guitar George, he knows all the chords. Number 4. How many squares are there on a standard Scrabble board? How many squares are there on a standard Scrabble board? How many squares are there? Number 5. Which video game character has been voiced by actresses including Shelley Blond, Keely Hawes, and Camilla Luddington? Which video game character has been voiced by Shelley Blond, Keely Hawes, and Camilla Luddington? Number 6. In which US state is Alcatraz? In which US state is Alcatraz? Hi, Bridget and family. Sorry, I missed your message coming up. You're very welcome. Number 7. Perro is the Spanish word for which animal? Perro is the Spanish word for which animal? Siobhan, Una, Liz, hello, welcome to you all. There is a little delay before the comments come through to me. And yes, Sean is waiting patiently in the wings for round 2. Number 8. Which former fairground attraction singer has since released 10 solo albums to date? I agree, Stephen. I can't wait either. It's nice to get a little break from the talking for a while. Number 9. Jim, Ray, Robbie, and John were the first names of which American rock band? That's Jim, Ray, Robbie, and John were the first names of which American boy band? Welcome, Stan from New York. So we've got New Jersey and New York represented tonight. You're very, very welcome to Cushendun. And number 10, which actress has played Professor Pomona Sprout in the Harry Potter films? Which actress played Professor Pomona Sprout in the Harry Potter films? So that's your 10 first questions. This round is out of 10. I'll give you another few seconds and then we'll run through the answers. Okay, answers. You can mark these yourself and keep a little note of the score. Question 1, it was a kit. A kit is the young of a beaver. It was the 1980s when the first Now That's What I Call Music album was released, and if you got 1983, give yourself the bonus point, making this round out of 11. Check out Guitar George, he knows all the chords. That was Dire Straits with Sultans of Swing. There are 255 squares on a Scrabble board. 225, I beg your pardon, 225 squares. Lara Croft was voiced by Shelley Blond, Keely Hawes, and Camellia Luddington. Alcatraz is in California. Perro is the Spanish word for dog. Eddie Reader was the fairground attraction singer since having 10 solo number 1s. Jim, Ray, Robbie, and John are members of The Doors. And it was Miriam Margolyes. She played Professor Pomona Sprout in the Harry Potter films. So, how did you get on with that? Okay, so take a little note of your scores. And I'm going to cross over now. So, Sean, how are you? Are you ready to come in? Okay, yep. This is our guest for tonight. We're crossing all the way over to New Jersey. Sean, welcome. How are you?
Fantastic. Thank you, William.
And thank you very much for taking a round of the quiz.
And I have to say it's very easy. I think someone else should participate next week if they can. It's a snap. We can guide you through the steps, but here I am from New Jersey.
Yeah. Well, we've got some scores coming in. We have Una and Liam Clancy there on 7. Desma, very welcome. 6. Siobhan, 3. Paul and Shane, 5. 5 out of 10 there for Robert. 4 for Liz and 5 for Mary's. So I'm going to now pass over to Sean and let him introduce his round. and carry on. And I'll be waiting on the wings, and I'll see you on the other side.
All right. We feel special here in New Jersey today.
It's a big delay.
Let's see. I don't see the questions yet.
You're finally waving on me up number one, Kevin.
I had to put my head in. Okay, so this is us, right? This is us. So
It's like our stuff is like delayed or something. What's going on here? Technical difficulties. Right. Okay, number one. We have a little lag here. Sorry. Let's get rid of this. Okay. Give me a break. Hi. Okay, so this round is called Irish American. We did some heavy digging into certain facts, and this is what we came up with. So, number one. What New Jersey shore town is commonly referred to as the Irish Riviera? Again, what New Jersey shore town is commonly referred to as the Irish Riviera? Give me a few minutes, a few seconds. Yeah. Okay. All right, number two. What American professional sports team's logo prominently displays a leprechaun? What American professional sports team's logo prominently displays a leprechaun? A lot of words there, but it also has a lot of shamrocks as well. Number three. What color is the dome of the main building at the University of Notre Dame, also known as the home of the Fighting Irish? Again, what color is the dome of the main building at the University of Notre Dame here in the States, the home of the Fighting Irish? All right, we really like this question. We'd love to see who gets it right and doesn't. In which direction do the participants in New York City's St. Patrick's Parade march? All right, so which way are they going? So in which direction do the participants in the New York City's St. Patrick's Day Parade march? How do I look? Don't answer. All right, number five. What is the name of the Irish Sports Center? Notice the center spelling. What is the name of the Irish Sports Center located in the Bronx, New York City? Did I say that twice?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, it's pretty cool. All right, this is a good one. Everyone, you lovely cushion done folks and others. All right, number six. Andrew Jackson was the 7th president of the United States of America. Both of his parents were born in what Irish county? See, this is the whole Irish American theme. Hopefully you're picking up on it. Again, Andrew Jackson was the 7th president of the United States. Both of his parents were born in what Irish county? Good luck with that. All right. Number 7. What is the nickname of the U.S. Army's, United States Army, 69th Infantry Regiment? They're famous. What is the what is the nickname of the U.S. Army's 69th Infantry Regiment? Number 8. This is a fun one. Ulster fragrance is used in which popular American bar soap? Soap that you clean yourself with. Wash your hands, right? The virus. Ulster fragrance is used in which popular American bar soap? I look silly in this thing. It's all right. All right. Number 9. What is the name of the popular Celtic punk band formed in Quincy, Massachusetts in 1996?
It's Quincy.
Is it Quincy?
It's Quincy.
It is Quincy, you're right. Okay. What is the name of the popular Celtic funk band formed in Quincy?
Funk.
Oh, funk. Is it punk or funk?
Funk.
All right, sorry, I can't. I'm sorry, guys. I can't read. What is the name of the popular Celtic punk band formed in Quincy, Massachusetts in 1996? There you go.
Why are you reading off the big screen?
Well, I can't because we had. No. Jesus. All right, number 10. What is the title of the 1952 film starring John Wayne set in the fictional village of Innisfree? What is the... Seriously, Kevin? What is the title of the 1952 film starring John Wayne set in the fictional village of Innisfree? All right. Number 11. And I at this point, I'd like to thank you, give a big shout out to William. He actually let us have 15 questions today. So hopefully they're not boring, but they're an extra 5. In any event, thank you. So number 11. What popular United States breakfast cereal features a leprechaun as its mascot? Another leprechaun. Clue. What popular United States breakfast cereal features a leprechaun as its mascot? All right. This is a little tricky. Number 12. What object was damaged after the New York Rangers' 1994 championship victory celebrated at McSorley's Old Ale House in Manhattan? Again, what object was damaged after the New York Rangers' 1994 championship victory celebrated at McSorley's Old Ale House in Manhattan? Number 13. What is substituted for tortilla chips in the popular American bar food known as Irish nachos? Think about that, hungry folks. What is substituted for tortilla chips in the popular American bar food known as Irish nachos? Two more. All right. Number 14. After Jameson's, what is the second most popular Irish whiskey consumed in the United States? It's a tricky one. After Jameson's, what is the second most popular Irish whiskey consumed in the United States? And lastly, which singer-songwriter born in Belfast has won 2 Grammy Awards and is a member of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame? It's in your neighborhood. Which singer-songwriter born in Belfast has won 2 Grammy Awards and is a member of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame? Oof. And now we go to the answers, right? That's how we do this. Okay, the answers are, and may I have the envelope, please? Number 1, what New Jersey shore town is commonly referred to as the Irish Riviera? And the answer is Spring Lake. And guess what? We're about 3 miles from there right now, where we are. All right, West American professional sports team, prominent stage of Leprechaun, that is the Boston Celtics. Yeah. The color of the dome in Notre Dame here in Indiana, is gold. It's actually gold plated. It's not just a color, it's actually real gold. In New York City, which is interesting, the direction is north. Every other parade marches south. And it's just, that's what it is. The Irish Sports Center in the Bronx is called the Gaelic Park, right? Maureen, my sister, would know about that. Been there many times. Andrew Jackson, we wanted to keep this in for you guys. It's County Antrim. Look it up. I think the town is about 15 miles from Cushendun, actually. I have to check that, but it's very close. So interesting. Anyway, the nickname of the 69th Infantry Regiment is Fighting Irish. A lot of Irish American stuff here. Ulster Fragrance. The Ulster Fry. Irish Spring. Yep. Irish Spring is the soap. The name of the band from Massachusetts is the Dropkick Murphys. They incorporate a lot of Irish. That's okay. Keep going. All good stuff. The name of the film, John Wayne and Maureen O'Hara, who was Irish from Ireland, she was also in it. Is the name The Quiet Man. It's a famous movie. You probably all know that. And take my lucky stars. That's the Lucky Charms. And the Stanley Cup is the prize for the National Hockey League ice hockey, and that actually happened in Manhattan. And potato skins, or any form of potato, I guess. It's good. Tullamore Dew, not what? Not I know, not Bullschmills. We thought it was going to be Bullschmills, it wasn't. Like what? Anyway, Tullamore Dew. And Van Morrison was born in Belfast. Great singer. That's it. Hopefully that was fun.
Thank you very much. That was certainly a lot of fun having you. And
Thanks.
hopefully you had some fun putting it together. Oh, are you hearing me okay?
Yeah. Sorry.
Yep. So, thanks very much.
Thank you,
sir. We're going to see some scores up on screen now. So I think you're going to go on and watch the rest of it with your family. But thank you very much. And
right on.
Maybe some other time. And as you say, if anybody else wants to come on and do a round, you are all very, very welcome. There's Niall Campbell's coming in here and he's saying, good job, Sean. And so there's a few comments coming through there. So you'll be able to catch up with them then whenever you go from here. All right, thanks very much. I'm going to carry on with the rest of the quiz here myself. And a few, there's the Jacksons' ancestral home is, there we go, we're getting lots of comments. So if you want to plug in your scores, that's absolutely fine. Thank you very much for sharing them. And I will continue on with round 3, which is our kids round. So hopefully we have some young people about that will be able to answer some of these questions. And thank you to everybody who's just joined us recently there since after it started. So question number 1 in our kids round, and quite apt actually, this first one. In which country would you find the White House? In which country would you find the White House? And number 2, what type of food or what kind of food is penne? Bernie, just to answer your question, the whiskey was Tullamore Dew. And lots of thanks coming in there to Sean, Connor Campbell, Robert Rodford, I beg your pardon, and Stephen Campbell as well, Geraldine McManus also. Number 3, how many days are there in February during a leap year? How many days are there in February during a leap year? Number 4, in what country might you find a platypus and a wombat? In what country might you find a platypus and a wombat? Number 5, what was Super Mario's brother called? What is Super Mario's brother called? Number 6, what kind of creature is Shrek? So what kind of creature is Shrek? Number 7, which 3 colours make up the French flag? Which 3 colours make up the French flag? Number 8, what band was Harry Styles in before his solo career? What band was Harry Styles in before his solo career? Number 9, what kind of food does a panda eat? What kind of food does a panda eat? And finally, number 10, what is the highest mountain in the world? What is the highest mountain in the world? We have a couple of guests tonight. We have a guest schnauzer as well. So let's take a look at the answers to those. The White House is in America, the United States of America. Penne is a type of pasta. There are 29 days in February in a leap year. You might find a platypus and a wombat in Australia. Super Mario's brother is Luigi. Shrek is an ogre. There are 3 colours in the French flag, red, white and blue. Harry Styles was a member of One Direction before his solo career. A panda eats bamboo. And the highest mountain in the world is Everest. So what were your scores for that? Just while I'm waiting on your scores come in, as Sean said, that anybody is very welcome to jump in and do a round next week. There's a load of you on there, all more than capable of coming in and doing a round. It breaks up your evening a bit. Please do get in touch. It's quite straightforward. If you have an iPhone or an iPad or something like that, I'll just send you a link and you download a little application, and before you know it, you're live on screen with me. Full house there for Stephen. Another full house there for Mary McBride. Cara says, thanks very much. You're very, very welcome. Harkins, 9 out of 10. 10 out of 10 there for Robert. 9 for Liz. Ball and Chain, 10. Stan and Susan, 10. Well done. 10 for Siobhan. Arnie's up to 10. Alma's 9. Very good. We're all doing well with that. With a lot of big kids about there, know those answers. Let's take a look into round 4, which is music and film. So we've got a few music and film related questions. Top Toddy's there, 10. Well done. Angela, 10. Conor McNeil, 10. Sorry if I missed you out. The whiz up past me so quickly. So, number 1, Cast your mind back. What were the names of the two members of Wham? What were the names of the two members of Wham? Number 2. Which single was the Pet Shop Boys' first UK number 1? Which single was a UK number 1 for the Pet Shop Boys, the first? Number 3. Bill Medley and Bobby Hatfield became which famous brothers? So Bill Medley and Bobby Hatfield became which famous brothers? And this is the music related answer question. Number 4. Who left Brunsky Beat to form the Communards? Which member of Brunsky Beat left to form the Communards? Number 5. Mia and Sebastian were the main characters in which award-winning movie from 2016? Mia and Sebastian are the main characters in which award-winning movie from 2016? Number 6. In which city is Lost in Translation set? In which city is Lost in Translation set? Number 7. Who directed the award-winning romantic movie Titanic? Who was the director of the award-winning movie Titanic? Number 8. Which movie musical was based on Romeo and Juliet? Which movie musical was based on Romeo and Juliet? Number 9. Who wrote the novel on which Gone with the Wind is based? Who wrote the novel on which Gone with the Wind is based? Yeah, Katrina, you're right. There was plenty of room in that door for both of them. And finally, number 10. In Notting Hill, what did Hugh Grant's character sell in his shop? In Notting Hill, what did Hugh Grant's character sell in his shop? Okay. Let's take a run through the answers. Number 1, two members of Wham is George Michael and Andrew Ridgeley. West End Girls was the first UK number 1 hit for the Pet Shop Boys. The Righteous Brothers were Bill Medley and Bobby Hatfield. Jimmy Somerville left Bronski Beat to form the Communards. La La Land was the movie feature with the main characters of me and Sebastian. Lost in Translation was in Tokyo. James Cameron directed Titanic. West Side Stories, the movie musical based on Romeo and Juliet. It was Margaret Mitchell wrote the original Gone with the Wind novel. Notting Hill, Hugh Grant's character's bookshop sold second-hand books. So tot up your scores, drop them in the comments. So that round is out of 10. Katrina, 9 out of 10, well done. Team Harkin. Angela, 7, Alma, 8. Siobhan, a good 7, absolutely. Solid 6 for Connor. Sean there with 6. Ball and chain on 5. 6 for Joanne, 7 there for Decima. 7 for Una. Aries, 4. Okay, we are now on to round 5, which is our last round. 8 there for Liz, 4 for Stephen. What do we see? Still, Stanley's come in there with 8 out of 10. Well done. 7 for the top totties. Well done. Mary the Harney's there with 7. Maureen Hamilton Nelson there with 7. So the answers are, the scores are still coming in. Well done. We are now on to our picture round, and this week they are all website and app logos. So just like last week, I'm going to pop them up on screen. I think there's either 9 or 12. We'll know in a second. And I'll put a clock on the screen for 5 minutes and write down what you think the name of the app or the website is. Okay, here we go. Well, we're back. Did you enjoy those? Anybody, any familiar to you? We will have a quick skip through of the answers, and then that is quiz. Oh, that was the wrong way. Quiz for week 7. The virtual quiz is finished. So what do we have? Number 1, MSN, Microsoft. If you put Microsoft, you can give yourself the point for that. Number 2, Amazon, Airbnb, Rightmove, for buying and selling property, PayPal, Apple, Adobe, Booking.com, Shazam, Stack Overflow, TripAdvisor, and Blogspot. So how did we do with out of those 12? MSN, or if you put Microsoft, you can take a point for that. Amazon, Airbnb, Rightmove, PayPal, Apple, Adobe, Booking.com, Shazam, Stack Overflow, TripAdvisor, and Blogspot. And there's Almen first with 5. Anyway, 10 there for Katrina, 7 for Liz. Well done. 10 for Stephen. Up to date in all this technology. 8 out of 12 there for Stanley. 9 for Joanne. So total up your score 9 there, Decima. Well done, everybody. Thanks very much for joining me. And as I say, next week, hopefully somebody else will come on and join me. If not, it'll be yours truly. And I'll be delighted to do it. But I'd also be delighted if anybody else wants to come on. It's a bit of fun. And as Stephen and now Sean will testify, it's not too daunting. And the technology side of it is fairly straightforward. So if it does interest you, if you would like to do it, please do give me a shout. And thanks again to my co-host tonight, Sean. It was very nice to have you. Very nice. Thank you for joining us and taking the time out of your evening, afternoon. And hopefully we'll see you all next week. But until then, stay safe and I'll see you next week.